Inspector Gadget up in this Look at this. Look at it. Now, do you see this movie? Oh, let's get into it. If you ain't watched this movie yet, I suggest you click off because I need to go into detail about the events that happened. Y'all know, when I put my 2 cents in on movies, it gets deep. But they had some cyber magic mind control cloning situations going on. Underground facilities and all. I thought this was just some type of 80s or 90s movie, but they was actually dropping some gems. Not gonna lie, when I was watching it, it was giving the movie Us vibe. Just to make sure I don't forget, TikTok, this is for educational purposes, fake, scripted, not real, all of that. This is the main character, Fontaine. He's a drug dealer in the neighborhood. He had beef and he ended up getting shot, and let's just say the ops emptied the whole clip. Wakes up the next day like everything is just normal. Now these two saw him get shot. He woke up the next day like he was totally fine. I thought it was like the day was just reoccurring every day, but that's not the case because he messed around and found out he's a clone. We gonna get to the Michael Jackson part, just wait. Later down the movie, Fontaine ended up finding the original him. It was pretty dark and hard to get the original face, but let me tell you, he was just an old man. Let me show you what they already found out. In the place where they found the clone, they found this warehouse with all the cereal brands, all of the perms, the juices, everything.
God, I need a miracle. I will never forget those words that came out of my mouth.
Chicken, all distributed by them.
Y'all realize what they doing, right?
Experimenting on niggas, I was there.
Nigga, mind control. The chicken, the communion, the pancreas. Oh, the fuck with how we feel, what we do, what we think to control us.
Why? Do it better. They Clockwork Orange in this. We they target audience.
They figured out the whole conspiracy, but that wasn't actually the end goal. Fast forward, as he was talking to his original, he reveals the true point of them experimenting. So the whole original goal is that they wanted to turn melanated black people into white people. And they wanted to do this over 5 generations. Now they did have test subjects. I'm over here wondering, why do I see a white man with an afro and just curly ether? He was one of the test subjects who turned white. The worker at the gas station with the afro. Think about it, in the first scene they were talking about Michael Jackson. They even played his song in the movie. What happened to Michael Jackson? I have always had a theory about Michael Jackson not being the original Michael Jackson. Everybody keeps saying he had vitiligo. You can say what you want, but them children ain't his. Like Google really saying that these are his kids. Probably legally, but not genetically. I don't care if you're light skinned from a whole nother country. If you got nappy hair and that mug curl like that, you know what I'm talking about. That's how you can tell when somebody got some melanin in their bloodline. In the movie, the doctor said the most hardest part about turning black people into white people is their ether, their hair. I'm not judging. Y'all really think that's Michael Jackson? Okay. The same dude who said he wasn't ashamed of his melanin and he embraces his melanin and all of that, but he keeps being with white women. I'm telling you, this was a setup. He was not in control of his life. All of his clones was trying to let us know. But in the movie, they have some type of cyber magic to pull the melanin out of people. You think they just finna throw that melanin away, huh? No, our melanin is worth more than gold. They put it in computers, turn it into weapons and all types of stuff. It's a good movie though, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. Y'all tell me why Jamie Foxx is the producer of that clone Tyrone. Now I see why he been extinct, gone for a little minute. But do y'all remember when Michael Jackson said this?
I'm really tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of how the press is manipulating everything that's been happening in this situation. They do not tell the truth. They're liars. They manipulate our history books. The history books are not true. It's a lie. The history books are lying. You need to know that.
My point is, just because you're cloned, that doesn't mean that you still don't have your mind. Yes, of course, they could possibly remove certain memories or something. And the fact that they have that type of technology that they can take the essence of you and put it in a whole new body, we're going to look into that. But even after all the situations that's been happening with him and the face structures changing and everything, straight hair, all of that, he still at his essence was a righteous person. It's the same situation with Fontaine. Some of them don't even know that they're clones. You would think that he will instantly obey everything, and there was a scene where he was obeying them. but he still had his free will, his essence. So I feel like all the times that he was hospitalized, him getting his masters back and owning Sony, that just showed that his clone was trying to get out of it. But eventually they kept rolling him back in. I know y'all keep floating around and saying that Kanye West was cloned also. But the essence is gonna crack and break eventually. Every time Kanye West kept breaking his MK Ultra, what did they do? Kept putting him back in the hospital. It's the same thing with these rappers. They end up having to fight court cases and for charges that just keep piling up. And if they can't control you, they terminate you. I also wanted to mention, there's this video going around about ketchup, right? And they were saying that in Canada, it's only 5 ingredients in the ketchup. And then it's no fructose corn syrup, there's no GMO. But in American ketchup, it's all of these other ingredients. Not to mention that Russia just banned GMO food, GMO animals, plants, seeds, totally banning anything that's made by man. The movie was talking about it being in the food.
Never seen him laugh, not once. Never seen him laugh. Never seen you laugh. It's the Captain Chicken. It's the chicken. The powder. The powder in the chicken.
Then you had the perm that they was putting chemicals, making women feel like because straighter is greater. This is why Russia is like the main target in all of the United Nations. Do you know how nice it would be for America to have no GMO stuff? But no, Russia know what's going on in America. The same thing that's happening in the town where they cloned Tyrone. Let me show y'all a little clip real quick just to refresh your memory.
International Criminal Court issuing an arrest warrant for President Vladimir Putin.
Former President Trump taking to his social media app Saturday, claiming he will be arrested on Tuesday in relation to the Manhattan DA's investigation into alleged hush money payments.
And this is where Putin comes in.
Podesta's emails were stolen. I hate the word hacked. They were stolen. Were stolen by the Russians through cutouts given to WikiLeaks, which is nothing more than a tool of Putin and the Kremlin.
Now, she thinks Putin hacked into her email and she keeps denying everything about the emails. That laptop would have took everybody down in the government. Now, Trump knows about these situations, and so does Putin. That's why he doesn't respect Hillary Clinton. That's why even in a tweet, Trump had said if Russia or any other country has Hillary Clinton's 33 illegally deleted emails, turn them over to him, because he knew Russia had some information on her. Now, as you saw, Putin and Donald Trump have arrest warrants now for those situations. Now, do y'all also remember him getting his house raided? They even broke into his safe, trying to find this classified information. So now, what you think about all of this They Cloned Tyrone movie? Y'all stay dangerous.